Hello, everyone. This is Quincy. I'm the creator of QuikFlips. Today, we're going to spend some time talking about how to source Amazon to Amazon flips using our favorite tool before QuikFlips becomes available, and that is Keepa. Keepa, every seller is familiar with the Keepa, and one of the features that Keepa offer is the Keepa deals. So here's the page. So I'm going to show you in general how I would approach using Keepa deal to identify potential profitable shoes or clothing. So when we arrive at this page, in general, before I look at any of the picture here, I will make sure, first of all, I will select clothing, shoes, and jewelry. And because this video will be focusing on these two main categories. A while back, shoes and clothing, they used to be two separate categories, but now Amazon already merged both together to form a bigger categories. So Keepa will show that clothing, shoes, and jewelry are combined right here. So make sure you select that. And then before going into any of the specific items shown right here, it's best for us to first identify, set up the perimeter, the search perimeter. We try to narrow down to a list of the items here so that we can go through later for further analysis. So let me go to the left panel on this Keepa deal page. So let's go from the top and then we'll go down to the bottom. And then I'm going to mention something specific and why I choose certain setting. Now, the first one is called choose the deal type. There are many of them, but we're only interested in the first one, Amazon. Since we are buying from Amazon itself, and so we're not interested in any sales offered by a third-party seller. So we're going to select Amazon. The next thing would be we need to Keepa has a way to help us by so-called limit drop interval. You can see day, week, month, 3 months, and all. Now let's take a look at the day. When you select day, and basically you can see the drop is referring to the price drop. And now let's take a look at one of the item here. This pen on the side right here, lower left-hand corner, there's a 50% drop, okay? So how do you know where does the 50% drop comes from? So basically, if you look to the right, it has average $44.99, and now the buy box price is $22.49. So $22.49 is 50% drop from $44.99. Now, notice this average. Since we select day on the left side, so this average actually meaning it's the average day price. In fact, it might be a little bit misleading. When you said day here, Keepa actually is referring to the past 48 hours. So this is in fact, $44.99 is the average 48 hours price. And then it's used that as a base and compare the current buy box price to that. And right now for this item, it's 50% drop. And this is true for all the items shown on the search, in the search result here. Now, if we switch to week, similarly, you can see this item show up again. So now the difference is the average price shown right here. It's $44.66. It was $44.99. So what that means is the current buy box price is still the same, which is also 50% drop, roughly, because it rounded off. 50% drop from the average weekly price. So that's 7 days average. Okay, so that's how they come to determine the percentage of drop. If you go to the month, Let's see. Now we no longer see the pen we were looking at. I will explain that a little bit. Now for month, you can see the average. This is the monthly. That means 30-day average price is 77 and 76. If we go to 3 months, what this means is a 90-day average. So the average 60 and 78 right here is the 90-day average. And compared to that, there is a 53% drop because of the current price is 28 and 52 cents. So this is important for us to realize, and how the average, the percentage of drop comes about. So let's go back to day. So what we're interested to see, if an item just dropped the price recently, I mean, we can look at this. Keepa show up from the deal 5 minutes ago, right? So that means the price actually it dropped rather recently, okay? And Keepa includes a convenient way to display the Keepa price trend. Now, as you mouse over, you can see the little note show up, says 365 days price history. So that means it's trying to show the 1 year worth of the price data here in this small window here. That what happened is that this picture actually looks compressed. It might sometimes give you a false impressions about what the information is representing. So it's important for you to go and click that and open up a bigger picture. Now you can see a much better non-compressed pricing history picture, right? So this is much easier to see. So you have to open it up to see. For example, let me pick another example that might be initially give you a false impression. So let's pick a month or week data. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Now the tiny little one actually it's the real proportion of the Keepa graph. But once you mouse over and bring it up, you can see this staircase flow actually appear to be very steep. It might give you the false impression that the price drop it just happened recently. But if you open it up, you can see actually it's not. Actually, it's been keep dropping since today is the July 18. So it since June 26, almost a month ago, starting to drop. So this is some one note that you want to pay attention to as you mouse over each image and see the to examine the Keepa chart. Now that just something you need to do as the way it's set up. Okay, so let's put it back to date. Now, don't start further analysis at this point yet. You need to do further filtering. So select range. Here's the next one coming up. Then we want to drop percentage range. So this is referring to the percentage we're talking about right here, 50% right here. So we want to say, hey, initially you want to narrow it down. You want to say only see item that with 60% drop. So logically, that means we'll be able to see less item search result. So right now it's 13. And if you move down here to 50, then more item will qualify. So now increased up to 69 at the moment, okay? So we want to initially, it's up to you. You want to start with 60, and after you're going through, and then you lower to 50, and then you see what else come up, or you can say 50 to 60 in between, and then you have do further analysis on that, okay? So I just leave it 50 to 100 for the moment. And then the price range, so this one actually, the price drop, then you can change to, I'm just setting it at 12, but you can set anything that, any price that you want. But you want to see there's a bigger drop, right? So instead of a $2 or $3 drop, so you want to set it to be a little bit bigger. And then price range, you want to set the range to be, usually I would like to be at least 25 for shoes and clothing. And I'll set it in at least $25, okay? Because if the price range after the drop is less than 25, that means the profit might not be there for you, okay? And then I don't touch the minimum and maximum all. If you try to set the sales rank right here, we discover this is not, it's going to mess up everything, okay? Keepa, even though he has this deal page, but actually it's not 100% fully functional. And so just leave it minimum or maximum or don't play around setting a limit there, because a lot of them actually do not have the sales rank information. So it's better to include everything for now. And then to additional filter will be, you'll be able to select lowest ever, lowest new offers. Lowest ever, actually it's pretty cool. When you say lowest ever, what that means is, and throughout the whole time, you can see throughout when ever since Keepa started to keep track of the price of this particular item, and the price right here, you can see statistic. You can see right here, the lowest Amazon price is $35.19. Okay, so when you select lowest right here, that means you try to look for items that current buy box price is the same as the lowest price in Keepa pricing history. So this is $35.19. So all 4 items qualify, which is a quick way for you to see. You want to see if an item, if Amazon drop price on it, it's ever dropped to the lowest point in history, right? And if it's not, say it's still $10 away, is there any indication that Amazon might be further dropping it? Okay, so that's a good filter there. And the filters new offer, since we're dealing with the new item only, so we do not need to select that. And the next thing, I will skip, I will start back in stock and must have a review, which is interesting, right? So an item without a review can be due to different reasons. So for example, if it's too new, it has not have any review yet, or because the rank's too high, nobody ever find it, and then so nobody ever buy from the seller, so there's no review. So just to cut to the chase, we'll only look at item with the reviews already, because the review actually will give you a good indication how popular an item is. More people are buying it, more people will likely to leave a review. Then you want to look at those items. So and then you filter adult item that you already know. I would skip that is Prime exclusive. It's in beta, so I don't use that. And then you can sort the finding in different way. I think, say, throughout the day, we're all busy with different things in the business. We don't usually sit down 8 hours the whole day just to look at keep a deal, because Amazon to Amazon flip could be just one of the income streams in your Amazon business. So I will expect when I come in, I will try to look at the latest offer first, because I might have a chance to catch before my competition get to the deal, which might only have a limited quantity, right? So I will start with the newest. So and then I will come up and starting to examine each item as I go through, and then choose which one I would like to go further in analysis. But also I would like to say, sometimes I would say, hey, I want to see the highest percentage drop. And then I started with that, right? And in terms of the highest drop in price, in percentage, in drop, this is percentage, and this is the same thing. And then we'll have the drop in prices. and then the newest, and sales rank. Now, sales rank, it's kind of a tricky because it's not fully 100% working, so don't expect it to be very accurate, okay? So let's choose one, newest. Now, after we've set everything right here, after you're doing this for a while, probably you know immediately, if you log in, register, and the Keepa page will remember your prior selection, your choice in terms of the configuration here on the left side. So every time you come back, it will basically set it up for you already, okay? So unless you, so basically what happened is you're going to likely change some of the setting right here as you go through. Let's say you set a monthly budget and then a daily budget. Then you basically want to go through different kind of filtering, different kind of deal, try to see if you're able to meet your budget or buy within your budget. As soon as your budget is up, then you no longer need to continue to buy, or you have a flexible budget. Say monthly, I have say $5,000, and today is my sourcing day, so I want to buy as much as I can, as long as within that 5,000. Then I would do a lot of sourcing right here. Then maybe you just buy, $2,500 just today alone, and then you leave the rest until a later date during the week or the month. Okay, it's up to you. It's flexible, but it's important to know your budget first. All right, so let's begin talking about how to go about the next step. Will be go inside each some of the item. So how do I know which one to go first? So right now we have 26, right? If you ever switch to week, then we have like 60. If in month, then we will only have 331. Then there's a lot of item for you to go through, to be honest, right? And so let's take the easy one. So I always do that. So so you look through all of them first, okay? And then you look for anything that immediately catch your eyes. And how do you know what will catch my eyes? Because say I'm looking for shoes only, and then Keepa, there's no way right here for you to separate shoes and clothing or jewelry stuff. So they're all put together. But if I want to only look at shoes, so I just only look at the shoes and skip looking at the apparels or clothing. So if I look down to see if any shoes that it would be interesting, for example, Kenneth Cole with 52% drop, but at this point, and then we look at the title. It says men's 11, which is within the men's popular sizes, and then look at the Keepa chart. Looks like we can tell we can tell the exact shape. Looks like there's some up and down, but relatively stable. And I need to open it up a little bit to see, and then mouse over to see the price trend dropping. And then it's right now pump up and 39.76, but we're not sure. It provides the rank, right? So we can say, hey, in the past, let's see how the rank fluctuate. We can see the rank is about, okay, so 110,000. So that's pretty high, because the cap I recommend would be 100K or below. So if you go through, when the price is $98, it's pretty high rank, and when it dropped in price, and for a while, actually the rank doesn't change much, which is interesting, right? So it tells you why Amazon dropped the price and the sales rank does not improve. So in this case, you see, and then after a while, you can see the sales rank finally drop, and then we'll make a sale, but it indicates, if you know how to read the Keepa chart, then you know it's not selling very well, okay? This is by just looking at the Keepa. Now, I'm not going deep into how to analyze this particular Keepa chart. Then I will reserve for a different video. But just want to show you, you need to go through this and look at different things, right? And then next thing you say, okay, I want to look for look at other data matrix of the shoes, such as how many reviews it has, and then what's the fit status, 65%. And then I want to see how many who's selling it, how many in stock. And then I want to take a look at the how long has been selling it since 2013. And then I will look at the if there's anybody else out there looking at selling the same shoes at how much. And I noticed 6 p.m. is selling it. 6 p.m. is owned by Amazon. Okay, so I take a mental note about this thing. And then we'll come up here and then say the two people are selling it. If I go to the offering page, I will be able to see how many inventory there are for this particular one. So I have this new tool called QikStock, which I will introduce later in a different time. So we'll have a total of 6. So 6 p.m. has 4, and Amazon actually has 2. So the limited stock, but the problem is it's not selling quick enough at a good enough price. So this is just something you have to come over to the Amazon product page to do further analysis before you can, and then you will need to use the rough seller to see all other sizes and colors and all the rest of the data. Okay, now, but this is only one, right? Okay, let me go back here, and this is just one shoes. Once you find it interesting, you want to do a further analysis, and then just the beginning, and then you have others, right? And then you have other, and then you want to look at, and then after that you want to say your budget is still not up yet, so you still want to look at the week, and the week then you have to kind of look through all of them as well, and then you can see, hey, there are a bunch of pens under Hager, the brand. It looks like a multiple, and then maybe you think, oh, Amazon have a price drop on the same model of the pens, but multiple colors. That's when you take a mental note, and then you want to look further. Okay. So you're going through another way to narrow down by type in search the title, the pens we just talked about, and then we are going to take a look at, hey, looks Hager, right? So maybe Amazon have a sale on Hager brands of men's pants at the moment. So then you just go into each one of them, go through repeat the same cycle, and then examine each one as much as you can without leaving this page. And so basically, that's what I do originally, right? It's quite time consuming, but definitely when I comes in, I will go through this exact process, just to go through many of them, and then to discover the one I like. Now, how does it compare all we just talked about, the setting the filter, going through the individual item, look for the right data to do the analysis? How does all this compare to using QikFlips? Now let's do a quick demo. Okay, let's say we focus on the day. Okay, and then we try to say, let's say that this particular Hager pen, I want to look further, but let's go to the QikFlips. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. After you log in, you will get into dashboard immediately. Okay, you can see it already been pulled in a lot of data. We have 2,942 items in our database, today's database so far. This deal are already being pre-qualified. That means we'll be able to find out the sales rank for each of this 2,942 items, and then we will set it to be kept at 300K, so you can do further filtering. And then we will only put in item with reviews, and also they have a minimum of 40% average price drop. Okay, so now we have a lot of them. So what happened is that Keepa throughout the day keep adding data, because you can see there's a time stamp associated with each item. There's like 1 minute ago, 31 minutes ago, 39 minutes ago. For example, this Adidas, just 1 minute ago, right? This becomes available here. So let's do a quick, say this is original boys, okay? Let's come over here, do a search. Adidas, okay? And then boom, it's right here. So we got 14 minutes ago, already get it. When we come in, then why this is 1 minute ago and then this is 14 minutes ago? The reason is, you can see, actually 3 hours ago it's already available. So Keepa, sometimes they will try to refresh the data. And so whatever you see right here, it might not be, let's say it's 5.5 medium, okay? So let's say over here, do we have a 5.5 right here? We have 4.5, and this is a 5, and this is a 4, and this is a 6. So 5.5 has not show up here yet, because every 10 minutes we will, it's a cycle for us to put in the new data. So after 10 minutes, this particular size will show up in the database right here. But before that, with this tool, we're able to see 3 hours ago, we already caught the sales on this particular shoes, okay? Amazon might be dropping the price on this model on all the sizes that it decide to drop price on at the same time, but it also can choose to drop the price across different sizes at different time. And that's when, but the critical thing is the Keepa has been monitoring many of the items on Amazon. And we, the seller actually are helping Keepa, because every time we're using the Keepa Chrome extension, then we set a tracking price on a specific item. That's the that trigger Keepa to put that tracking into its own database, and that's how we get a lot of data. And then we'll put them right here for analysis. So what this was telling us is that you don't see, because if it's the same shoes but different sizes, we'll group them together for you and tell you how long ago we get them. You see, this is very powerful that the Keepa D was not able to do. So let's say we're able to do everything on the left panel right here, okay? And then we're going to identify, will allow you to separate shoes and clothing and jewelry, okay? And then we will sort them, able to sort them by sales price, sales rank, by the rating, review, and the fit status. That right here, you simply cannot do, right? So let's take a look at how we do that. So let's say sales rank, right? We can set the, remember, we have, let's over here, day range, we can set the day, which is the same thing as we see over here when we set the date. And then among all those things right here, and we want to see the, let's do a reset first. Okay. So now we want to come over here. Oops. Let's say we want to see the data. Now this is all the date. So everything we look at will be, see, average 48 hours. This is the price, and here's the drop. So everything we said is minimum is 40%, right? If it's below, we're not going to put them in for you. So we'll just reject them. So everything's at least 48%. Say we, among the 137 item currently, we want to just click this one, and then we see the highest percentage of drop. So that would be, this is the 36%. That means we rounded off to 40. Okay. So now you can see the highest right now under the day is 56%. Okay. So if you do that, then you start looking at different items, see? And then you'll be able to see the Keepa right here. This is the actual representation of the real Keepa chart. So when you mouse over, you can clearly see it. If you want to bring up the whole thing, then you can open up the Keepa page, and then you'll be able to see it that way, okay? And then you'll be able to search the product description. Say we search for a brand name, and then you'll be the tool aggregate everything, different color, different sizes of a same model, same item, then they will put it together for you. All right, so that's one search using the days, right? Search for the price drop. Then if you switch to say week, then you will be able to see, you go over to the week we don't have a week right here. So the reason we only see 48 hours, which is the day, and then month, which is 30 days, and then 3 months. And we're missing the week, weekly, the 7-day average. The reason being, Keepa does not provide us that data through the data feed. So we get stuck with that. But just know that when we set it in the week, all the data right here, basically just knowing that the percentage of drop of the weekly, the 7-day average price is at least 40%. Okay, so let's take a look at the month, which is the 30-day, right? Then you can see the data right here. It's at least 40% or more. Okay, rounded off to 40%. Okay, that is one thing, one filtering, how you can do it. And then if the further filtering will be, see, we set the average price to at least 40%. Okay, and do that. And then we'll be able to only show item with a review and no adult item, and set everything to be the new, show up as newest first. So when you do a reset, okay, basically what you're going to see, there's a timestamp. It show you how long ago the data we caught the data. So 3 seconds ago, 6 seconds ago, 7 seconds ago. So you know exactly how fresh the data is. In every 10 minutes, there will be data coming up. And the maximum amount of time each deal stay in our database is 24 hours. So after 24 hours, it's gone. It will start afresh each day. And let's keep on the same day, different day, they put in the same data because the deal is still going on. That's why we will be seeing the item again, but every day we will refresh the database. So now you can see and then on top of here, we'll have more capability. So we can further filter them by subcategory, and then you'll be able to, using this tool, to further narrow down to only item with a relatively more stable price trend. And then you can select the lowest average Keepa priced. And then you look at item that Amazon likely to drop prices on multiple sizes and color, such as this one right here. And then you can do other filtering as well. So all the filtering is the critical part in saving us time. So instead of we can always fall back to the old-fashioned way of using this. It's always there for us. But with a QikFlips, you no longer need to do anything with the Keepa deals page. It's just too time-consuming. So this is the just a brief overview of how I normally, just a week ago, how I actually manually go through the Keepa deals and look for profitable Amazon to Amazon flips. And so as a result, I think it's my time, and like everybody else's time, it's very limited. So QikFlips comes in with all the bells and whistles that's able to help me to find profitable deals very quickly and stay ahead of my competition. And I think you will find it to be the same. And I will encourage you to come in to play, to become a subscriber. And then you have a 7 days free trial, just enough time for you to feel the power of this tool to add to your the bottom line of your business. So I think hopefully this information will be helpful. If you have any question, and you can always email me or find me on Facebook. Again, this is Quincy. I'm the creator of QikFlips, and I will continue to produce more video to offer additional insight and training. And until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.